Hello, this is Dr. David A. Gaitros, Department of Computer Science at Florida State University, and I'd like to welcome you to my undergraduate lecture series on selected topics in computer science. You can find these videos and others at my YouTube channel at the URL listed below, or you can simply go to YouTube and search using Gaitros and FSU as keywords. Now on to the lecture. This is part 3 of a three-part series on file operations. In the first video we showed you how to open a file. In the second one we showed you how to read a file, character, word, and a line at a time. And now what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to write to a file. Again, dozens of ways to do this. This is a very simple, straightforward way. We're going to reutilize the functions we used in the first video on getting a file pointer. We're going to modify it a little bit. So let's go down and take a look at that. Instead of ifstream, we pass it ofstream, which means output. We're going to ask for a file name, and we're going to try to open it. And while it's not open, if we had some problems, we're going to output a message, and please enter another file name. Now, you're going to find fewer problems with this than opening a file for reading, because this file doesn't have to exist for you to open it. And unless you don't have write privileges on the device you're trying to put it on, it should go fairly straight. Once it's open, then we can write to that file. I got a little routine here that I've used in the past. One of the problems I give students is to analyze a file called Cheesecake Survey, where you read in the names of a person and whether they thought cheesecake was a pie or a cake. And to create that file, we use a program similar to this. I ran it down here and showed you what it looked like. So let's take a look at that routine. Here is the create survey. I pass in the file pointer that I'm going to write to. I declare 3 strings, one for first name, last name, and one for the word pie or cake. And I print out a message that says, welcome to the survey, and enter in your first name, last name, and the word pie or cake. Now, we're not going to validate the input. We're going to assume the person typing it in does it correctly every time. Then we put it into an endless loop. That's what this is right here. This whole thing is an endless loop. While it's true, it's never going to change. We say enter in a first name. I read it in. If that first name is the word end, E-N-D, all in uppercase, then we say break. Break has the function of stopping the while loop and going to the bottom after this right bracket, exiting the routine. If it's not, then it reads in the last name and then pie or cake, and then we print it out. And this line right here takes care of outputting the data to the file. IFPTR would be in the same place that cout would be in. We're using IO manip operators to format it. Left says left justify in 20 characters the first name. Left justify in 20 characters the last name, and then finally left justify the next 10 characters pie or cake, the word pie or cake, and then a carriage return. Well, let's run this. We'll build it. Let's see IO manip up there. We'll build it and run. We will run it. And here we have the file name. We'll say survey.dat. Okay. And then David Jones believes it is pie. Oops. Bad character right there. Pie. And then John Smith believes it is cake. Jane Doe believes it is pie. And Harry Potter thinks it is also pie. And then END will stop the program. Here we have it. Let's go take a look at the program itself. We'll go up here and go to the file and show you what that looks like. It's in file operations 3, and there is a survey.dat. We will open it with text edit, and there is everything right there. Very good. Alright, well that concludes our short series on file operations. If you found this useful, press like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Look for Gaitros and FSU. Anyway, have a good day, and we look forward to doing another one for you.